guys, I have a very close friend of mine, Monica Kaushik. She's an image consultant. And a lot more. Monica, will you please tell them what else you do?
Okay, great guys. I'm so glad to be here with Smita ma'am. It is a pleasure and an honor to be with her. Thank you so much, ma'am, for this talk. And I am into image consultancy. I do corporate trainings and I also do coaching. But here today I am to resolve some of my issues which I have during my meditation, and I really look forward to this talk.
Yeah. Tell me, what is the question?
So, ma'am, I follow a spiritual path and I have a perfect living master. Like they say that in one of your videos, actually, I've heard that you asked from the universe that I need a master, just provide me with a living master, and it actually he appears.
Yes.
When the question comes and he appears. So I've come across him. I got initiated in 2003, and I've been meditating since all these years.
Mm-hmm.
But now, what I would want to resolve is that I'm not able to balance between the spiritual world and the reality. At times I get so much into the spiritual aspect that I lose touch of reality. I just it's like roaming around without. Sometimes I even feel like hugging trees and the dog on the street.
And it's a very nice state. Very nice state. That's very loving. That's a very nice state.
Yeah. And sometimes the reality hits so much that I'm not even able to meditate.
Okay. So this is the dilemma which happens with all of us, right? So we are in the materialistic world and we are in the spiritual world also. Most people are like that. Now we live life on two planes. एक है अपनी आंतरिक दुनिया, internal world, and एक है अपनी बाहर की दुनिया, which is the external world.
जी.
Now they are like two wings of a bird.
Right.
Yeah. So they have to go in synchrony for you to fly.
Okay.
एक विंग अगर वीक है तो दूसरा अकेला एक विंग आपको उड़ा नहीं सकता.
जी जी जी.
Correct? So they have to be in balance. Now the problem here is how to keep them in balance.
Right.
Now I have been a working woman ever since I started with my spirituality.
Right.
And my journey goes more than 35 years now.
35 years.
Yeah. So ever since I have been got into the film industry, that very year I met my first master, and it has been going on. So I have seen my entire peak period and my spirituality going hand in hand. Now my masters have given me sadhanas to do.
Right.
कभी-कभी ऐसा भी होता है कि I cannot do the sadhanas because sometimes I used to do 2 to 3 shifts तो मेरे को time ही नहीं मिलता था.
Okay. Okay.
So I used to be so tired and things like that, or almost falling off to sleep in the car and sets, and that was a very peak period of mine. So I had asked my masters, even now with my masters Adashiji, also we asked the same question: what does one do when you're really hard pressed for time? Now फिर भी अभी हम लोग को भी housewives or whatever घर के काम, तो we do find time. But there are corporate people, there are these big huge CEOs and all those people who are into spiritual, how do they manage? They really don't have time.
Yeah, that's my question. Yes.
They really don't have time. Like people who are flying, pilots and air hostesses. कुछ भी, there is such a time zone difference and all that stuff. So कैसे करते हैं? So what my master told me, Radhashiji told me, it seems you don't have to actually every time do the physical sadhana. जैसे बैठ के meditate करो या हवन करो या breath watch करो या कोई साधना करो.
Okay.
It's not necessary to do it every time, but he says what is necessary is that your constant connect with your divine.
Okay.
Internally, your connection वो तार टूटनी नहीं चाहिए.
Okay.
So you have to constantly be in conversation with your divine.
Okay. Okay.
So you become one with the divine when you're talking with the divine. The divine is inside you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That in meditation you must have understood that
Yes.
the divinity is inside you.
Yes.
So you have to keep connection with the divine. Even now, when I'm doing my talk, I have been praying to Darashiji and say, listen, you be here and make me talk what you want me to talk. Make me talk what people want to listen. And make me answer her questions. You do it because I can't do it. It's not me.
Taking you as a medium.
Yes.
Making
yes.
you
are
medium.
always a medium and you have to be connect. एक क्षण भी ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि आपका connection
Yes.
टूट जाए.
Maybe I'm also the medium today for this question.
Absolutely.
it's going to help a lot of viewers and
Yes.
for those who are listening. So maybe
Yes.
it's the divine was asking the question and the divine was
Answering.
Maybe we both are the medium.
Absolutely. We are. The whole world is actually.
So just like a middle synopsis is one you said that it's like two wings of a bird. Both have to flap equally and equally strongly. Like we cannot have one
Correct.
going. And the second you said was that
Connection with
the
it.
connection should always be there, even if you don't find the time. The connection has to be.
Yes, the connection has to be there.
Yes.
Like now, when people say, "How do we talk to the divine?"
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
I said, just the way you talking to me.
Yes. Okay.
You know, divinity को ऐसे नहीं कि ओ भगवान नमस्ते, मंदिर आया नमस्ते, चर्च आया ना. No, God has to be so जागृत आपके साथ कि you should be able to get angry with him, you should be able to fight with him, you should be able to say what is this nonsense, you're not doing my work. You know वो हक.
He's like the closest friend we have.
Yes.
Okay.
Closest friend you have. The best way to connect the divine, make a divine your friend.
Okay.
तो वो
Okay.
हक और वो हक से अधिकार से उनके साथ बात करनी है.
Okay.
डर से नहीं,
Okay.
अधिकार से उनके साथ बात करनी है.
Okay.
And हाँ, वो अधिकार, because see what how do we do अधिकार किसके साथ? अभी now when your baby is there.
Yes.
Okay. Suppose the baby is running here and there and वो फिसल के गिर गई.
Yes.
बच्ची.
Yeah.
So I say, oh, just pick the child up, she's fallen down. You, what will you do?
I'll run.
Correct.
I'll not wait for anybody.
Exactly. तो अधिकार किसका है?
माँ का.
Correct. So जो अधिकार जब होता है ना, ये मेरी फ्रेंड है, मैं उसको कुछ भी कह सकती हूँ.
बिल्कुल.
मैं उसको अधिकार से कह सकती हूँ, listen, one time I'm going to come to your house today, I want to do my video. You will not feel bad.
Yes.
किसी और को बोल सकती हूँ?
Okay. So yes, awesome.
Just,
this is an awesome way.
yeah.
Ma'am, but I'm so thankful today because you kind of gave a solution for loneliness also.
Yes, you will never be lonely ever.
Yeah.
You will never be lonely
If
ever.
I have a friend all the time with me whom I'm talking to, whom I'm fighting,
Yeah,
whom I'm
exactly.
maybe sharing all thoughts, my loneliness goes out of the
Exactly.
window.
Exactly. So you don't. The people when I used to travel alone, go out of India and alone for my shoots, they used to say, अकेली जाती है, डर नहीं लगता? तो मैं लोगों को बोलती थी, काहे का डर, मेरे साथ तो ये है बता, हमेशा why should I be scared? उनको ऐसे नहीं, डर नहीं लगता. You know, I try to tell this. I'm never lonely.
Awesome.
I'm never alone. So I'm constantly in touch. I'm constantly talking. I'm complaining, and if there's traffic, I'm complaining. What is this? This traffic. How will I reach on time? What is it? सब कुछ.
Would you like to share some incident or story? I'm really intrigued now.
I'll tell you one of the
Yes.
experiences that I had many years ago. This was when I was working.
Yes.
यहाँ पे एक खन्ना हाउस, खन्ना स्टूडियो करके हुआ करता था अंधेरी में, साकीनाका में.
Okay.
I don't think it is there anymore. This is a talk of a couple of years ago. So, as my conversation is going on all the time, it was a Sunday. Generally, I don't shoot on a Sunday, but it was an emergency at that point. You know, serials में वो episode जाना ही होता है, तो वो time curtail होती है, तो I had to shoot on that particular day. Sunday को driver was not there, so चला I'll drive. That time I was to drive the car, so I said I'll drive. My hairdresser, makeup man were there. Hairdresser को कॉल आता है उसकी सास उनके घर से कि सासू माँ सीरियस है, प्लीज कम. So she said, Smita, can I leave because this is the problem? I said, no. I said, anyway, 10 बजे शिफ्ट खत्म हो जाएगी. It was about 5 o'clock. I said, ठीक है, go. Makeup man was there with me. Driver was not there. So pack up didn't happen at 10 because something went wrong somewhere, and we extended the shift till 2 o'clock in the night.
Oh, 10 to 2.
हाँ, रात का.
Almost 4 hours.
Extra. So
Okay.
दो बजे.
हाँ.
तो by the time I changed, makeup man अपने घर चला गया.
जी.
By the time I changed, it was 2:30. By the time I got in the car, I was alone in the car, and I have no clue of where I went. And I have been going to the studio so umpteen number of times. The रास्ता कहीं भूलना खो जाना वो बात ही नहीं बनती because it was my regular road which has to come.
Which year was this?
This must be at least about 16 years ago.
And there was nothing at that time. It was so less.
Yeah, so all that was.
All
So
roads and yeah.
I took the car, I got out. I have no memory of where I went. But I went on a road which was ऐसे zigzag वाला रास्ता था. At the end of the road when I reached and I put the headlights on, there was a cemetery. बिल्कुल फिल्मी
Symmetry.
सीन,
Okay.
बिल्कुल फिल्मी सीन, ड्राई ट्रीज एंड ऑल दो स्टोन के वो, ऐसे ये कहाँ पे आ गई मैं, ऐसी तो जगह है ही नहीं इधर, ऐसे वेयर हैव आई कम. And I started talking, as I always talk to them.
And it's the middle of the night,
Right,
guys. It's like 2:30 in the
I
morning.
said, where have I come? And where have you got me? So I said, I don't
And you're
know.
still talking.
Yes. I said, I don't know how to go home. You have to guide me. So I got a voice from inside, U-turn le lo. I took a U-turn. I said, okay, I've taken a U-turn. I put my car in the first gear. The car was in the first gear. I said, the car has started. I put it in the second gear. Before I could even blink my eyes, I was at the junction of the highway. How? I have no clue. And I literally felt somebody tapping me like this. I felt the tap. Somebody tapping me like this. So now you can go home.
Ah.
I literally
Oh my
sighed. I said, yes,
God.
I can go home now. Thank you.
Oh my.
How I have come home, I have no memory. People will not believe this incident when I tell them because it seems bizarre. But this has happened to me.
Talk about a master and the constant companion that he is.
Yes. So
I completely believe that.
yeah, so you will never be guided wrongly. कभी कभी इतनी जोर से loud आवाज आती है, रुक जाओ करके, you know, and you look down and you see, oh my God,
You're at the edge of the cliff.
Yeah.
It could be edge of a relationship.
yeah, anywhere,
Anything.
Yeah, could be,
Yeah.
you know, sort of
Yeah.
strain your foot or so, anything. So इतनी जोर से, so the connection, the more you talk to your divine, the stronger it gets. So that constant connection is your meditation.
Okay, so I don't have to worry about finding time to sit somewhere and
If you don't have time.
If I don't have
Yeah.
the time, so
But that meditation also helps a lot.
okay. I
That's
just
like quality
have
time
the-
spending that 1 hour or 2 hours with your divine only at that point in time. You know? So it's just you and him. That is quality time spent. That is very effective. But अगर time नहीं मिलता तो ये तो connection कभी टूटना ही नहीं चाहिए.
जी, जी, जी. And in one of your videos again, I heard about the addiction.
Yes.
The high which we are in normally.
Yeah.
And again, you know, like the high is a lot sometimes.
Yeah. This spiritual high?
Yes.
Oh no, it's never a lot for me. I love it. I wish I could be on that high forever.
Awesome, awesome. So does it interfere with you in the real world?
No, because I'm connected, no?
Okay.
I'm constantly in touch. So in my real world also, when I'm talking, sometimes I feel the divine answering. I'm talking, कभी कभी उस state पे चली जाती हूँ कि क्या हो क्या रहा है? You know what is happening. So I have to come back. I have to tell myself come back. But I love that state when I'm in that kind of a state. But that happens for a little time and goes off. You know. So you're guided all the time. So डरो नहीं किसी चीज के लिए.
जी.
There is no fear in whatever you want to do. ये करो कि ये नहीं करो. Fear नहीं कभी नहीं, because you know you'll be guided. अगर ये नहीं करना है तो ऐसा हो जाएगा कि things don't fall in place. अगर ये नौकरी नहीं मिलनी है तो it just happened that it's just not going आगे. Relationship अगर नहीं बनने वाली है तो something will fall apart and the person will just move out of your life without you fighting. So leave it.
Okay.
Leave it to the divine. That is where the surrender part of it comes in.
Awesome, ma'am. Awesome.
Yeah.
So if you would allow me, if you still have, could I just go ahead with one more of my questions?
Sure.
So I wanted to find out again one of your videos. I heard about the spiritual years. You know, you talk about spiritual years,
Yeah.
and somewhere I'd read that the paths above, you know, which take us to the universe, to our source, so to say. We don't need the legs, these legs to go there, to walk there. We don't need these eyes to see, and we don't need these ears to hear. Would you tell a little more about that?
Sure. Now this video, I will continue it in the next lot. So stay tuned. I will answer her question. So Monica, stay tuned with me.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Thank you.